Hey everybody, it is Dom here. Today I actually want to be looking at some interesting features and functions here in Gears 5. Of course, they've gone and ditched the loot boxes from prior from Gears 4 and the DLC model where typically in the ways of COD or Gears or Halo you would get a map pack, some characters, stuff of that. Maybe they'll throw in something to the side that's not included with the season pass like they did I think with the football player. But this time it's a bit different. All the stuff will be coming out will be free in 3-month cycles, they're saying. And if we go here to the store, there's some interesting comparisons to be made. Of course, every game has its own little take from Fortnite, I would say. But this one right here is oddly similar, and it's weird for a game that I've been playing since Gears 1 came out, and I was 8 years old, probably way too young to be playing the game. And now we can see how it's transcended through, as games have adapted and the models for microtransactions, and they've taken a more Fortnite approach. So they tell you exactly what you're gonna get. It's not the randomness of the loot boxes. So here we can see they have the daily items. It's gonna refresh there. We have Icelander, Lonnie, Keegan, which is thanks expression, but I'll get into that one there. So they give the thumbs up and he says thanks. However, for customization, I go to characters, I go to my Keegan. I actually already have the expression for a thumbs up, which is the same emote, and of course by default it gives you already thanks. So I'm guessing it just combines those two essentially. For 1,000 iron, which is $10. So I don't necessarily agree on that price there. For the Icelander Lonnie, though, I will say that is a fair price. I don't know if they'll, fluctuate it between epic and legendary, common skins like that, but this one is $10 here. Weird to see this on the same level of the expressions. Maybe it's just because of their rarity, but then again, this is an epic rarity too, but it's a blood spray. It's probably more of a cooler one there. Toast marks, so you can see $1 will get you 100 iron unless you get a different bundle, but we'll get into that there. There's also this museum pack, which is here for every single weapon. It's pretty cool actually how this one looks, but let's go into special offers here. So we have some, starting off for in the ways of Fortnite. I hate to go back to that one again, but how they'll have special limited time stuff like buy this and you'll get added iron, or added V-Bucks I should say, or buy this and you'll get a promotional item in the case of the AAP pack, or like in stuff they've done with Stranger Things, Borderlands I think right now, Avengers, stuff like that, or Marshmallow. So kind of like with the AAP pack, you'll get a little outfit here for the jacket for Kate, as well as a whole bunch of just banners and blood sprays, marks. So not too bad there with everything given there. The Get Sweaty pack, I think it's something that I'd be more likely to buy. I don't know, I just like the look of it. It does actually come with its own. Now this carp execution, I swear, is actually in the game. I'll have to take a look at it there. So it seems weird that maybe just an early unlock there. You can see that it gives you 2,500 iron, which is not a bad deal at all actually, given that you're paying, what is it, $20, and you'll get a $25 value for the iron. On top of that, all the emotes and stuff there, so not bad. So actually no, wait, sorry, I meant to say that it was the prices were throwing me off here. It's 2,500 iron for that, but this is USD $20. So I guess this doesn't give you 2,500. I don't know. I haven't bought it. I probably won't. But and then all the world flags, which is another interesting choice given, before these were stuff that you could make with scrap. And you guys will probably be wondering how scrap plays into the game, and we'll get into that in a second. Also, you can also use boosts, which are XP boosts, but given the game right now, there's pretty generous when it comes to the XP, and how much all the iron costs there. So if you fork out $60 on top of the game, whether you paid $60 or however much, 80 for the Ultimate Edition, stuff like that, you essentially get $100 value for this here. we can go to customize, we can go to characters, and we can see that, so take a Lonnie for example, we go to banners. You can just play the game and you'll randomly get supply crates and get these banners. I've not gotten a character through a supply crate. I've only gotten like some weapon skins, mostly banners, and some emotes here and there, I believe. But you know, you can see where it says use 100 of the scrap here. For a while it was a bit hard to get the scrap, but I think they might have upped it so it's a bit more generous, or maybe it's because I'm starting to get duplicates, so it's really giving them to me now. If we go back to my tour, you can see how they even have their own little maybe season pass, you would say. It says 6 days left, but they reported that as being, you know, not true. It's actually for the 3 months. Your rank will require more and more of these stars as you level up. So before I think it would be like 5, but now I'm pushing 8. And I believe someone said that come the rank of, what is it? I use my controller for this one here, if it lets me. Come the rank of Master Sergeant. I believe it was 10, so it starts going up there. And we can see some of the stuff here. It's not actually been hard, you know, given the 3 daily challenges and how often they reset, and you get a free one that you can reset. Then you can also spend iron to reset them too. It's only about 10 iron, so 10 cents, but you probably have to pay the $1 or $5 pack anyways. If you want to really grind through it and get the tour rewards quickly. But I feel by the end of the 3 months, yeah, you'll definitely be able to go through and get it. There's even parts here where it'll give you iron, which is pretty nice. It just doesn't seem like there's a ton of character skins right now. Given Dave Bautista in the next couple days will be an event. I don't think we'll have to pay for them, so that's pretty cool. Maybe it'll just be part of, you know, do some challenges. But it makes me wonder how they're going to incorporate, you know, old characters, because looking at Gears 4, one thing that I loved that they did was that everybody's in Gears 1, 2, 3, Judgment Day, Beyond was in that game, and so that's kind of been the mainstay of Gears, which I love in a video game. So hopefully they continue going forward, giving, you know, Dominic Santiago, you know, just random COG gears, UIR gears, people like that. You have General Realm for the Locust. So I know they're more ability based here, but you could still tweak it here and there. Like I think, you know, for Marcus, they're going to do an alternate for Dave Bautista. So I think they could also bump his ability with Dominic there, and you could do the what is it? I think it's called the Living Legend, and it really only impacts Horde mode and Escape mode. We're also talking here about, you know, some takeaways from the game so far. Is that with Escape mode, you can only use 6 characters. You can use the customization. You can use the 3 here, which is these bottom ones: Keegan, Lonnie, and Mac. But then you can also use Emil, Kat, and Sarah Connors, which is pretty interesting. I could see maybe why they don't have Jack in there, because he's probably more overpowered in that regard in that game mode. But people such as like JD and Dell, Kate, you know, Marcus, Faz, I feel like they probably should have removed the abilities from Escape mode and just had it, you know, go through and try to escape without you know, using the cards and whatnot. So they would probably hit the Horde setup. Here's Escape setup. So it's pretty much the same thing. You know, I think, what is it, Kat and Keegan start off with the snub pistols. Mac and I think Sarah Connor, they start off with the Boltok, and then the new Talon there for Lonnie and Emil. And of course they'll have all their abilities with the squad shields, regenerating ammo, the melee for Lonnie is really good. So there's that. And I won't go into the story and spoil it, but it's been pretty good so far. I've been enjoying it. More stuff to come there. Versus mode is fantastic. I'm not big on PvP, but whether you want to just face some AI or you want to do like an arcadey style game mode, it's there and it's amazing. But for me, the bread and butter is always Horde mode. I always love playing it every single Gears game, and that's probably what I'll continue going forward. So tell me your guys' thoughts. If you've been playing Gears 5, what do you think about it? Some odd connections between other games. Do you think this model is something that you prefer? I've heard the argument for of, you could go and spend, $40 on a season pass and barely find anybody in the queue to play the maps. Or you could have this, tell people what they can buy, what they can get for their money, switch it out, but maybe it does give that incentive to want to spend more. Because each day there'll be new item, every week new items, bundles going on. So instead of just having something where over the course of 3 months or 6 months for a season pass, dead set on what you're going to get as it comes out, here, every week, every day there's something new, and maybe that's what will fund the game. So, a bit of a double-edged sword there. I'm more in favor of it, actually. Maybe it sounds like I might have been critiquing it more harshly in this video and comparing it, with Fortnite, which for most people probably sound like a bad thing. But given loot boxes and how that's turned out in the gaming industry, I think that this model here isn't as bad. So, but that's going to do it here today for me. And talking about Gears 5. Like I said, tell me your thoughts down below. You guys know what to do. Like it, share it, comment with all your friends. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys next time for some more Gears gameplay. Peace out.